Daryl Brell here with VanillaSoft at the AAISP Leadership Summit. Again, what I love about this conference is that everybody who's somebody who's really smart or really talented or really successful is here. And when that's the case, you get a chance to ask them really hard questions. Let me segue to Amir. Okay, Amir, I always get your last name. Is it Reiter? It is Reiter. I know, and we do this every time. Amir Reiter, he's with CloudTask. He's the CEO. An amazing success story. He's bootstrapped this company. You're well over 150 employees right now. And you should check them out, cleartask.com, right?
CloudTask.
What is it?
CloudTask.
And I said ClearTask.
Okay.
You're messing with me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I'm a loser, guys. That's why I'm in awe. Cloudtask.com. So today, after all that, what are we talking about? This guy is having a ton of success using Facebook. And I'll be honest, we use Facebook, but it's kind of like Facebook is here and like LinkedIn is up here. But you're having great success. So talk to me about the use of Facebook. How do you use it? Why do you use it? Where are you having success?
So it's interesting because, what you're looking for on social is engagement, right? You're not looking for an appointment. You're looking to engage people. And what happens if you send a LinkedIn connection request to a leader you want to talk to, but they don't accept it on LinkedIn, right? They hit the ignore button. Now you can't send them a connection request again. A lot of people don't go on to the next channel. So what I've found is that oftentimes I fail to connect with leaders on LinkedIn, but I'll add them on Facebook and they'll accept me on Facebook. And then I get the opportunity to see some of their good business posts and I can engage them on their business posts on Facebook. And next thing you know, I have a conversation. So instead of giving up saying, you know what, I tried on one social channel, you have to remember that the goal is engagement. The channel doesn't matter. The person you're connecting with, who you can help, right? Ultimately, that leads to a business opportunity. So a lot of people are saying, you know what, you can't do business on Facebook, but I disagree. And I'm actually getting now close to 2 to 3 inbound messages on Facebook that are turning into opportunities. And it's really because I'm looking not at it as a channel as being personal or business. I'm looking at all as one opportunity to engage with people. And it's been really working, and I'm pushing people to use Facebook. I've been pushing you to use Facebook, right? And I think it's a good opportunity that's going to grow really big. And another thing on Facebook that's become huge, in my opinion, is groups. Where with LinkedIn groups, you don't really see a lot of the action from LinkedIn groups, and there's not that much engagement. But Facebook groups, when you're in the right groups, you're getting the post right on top of your feed. They're coming from CEOs, they're coming from leaders, and I think it's a really big opportunity for a lot of people that they should just really start opening up to, in my opinion.
All right, so my question is this. I think of Facebook as personal. This is me and my family and my kids and my wife and my relatives. And so I don't go to Facebook necessarily to post all my business successes or challenges or issues. I don't see my tribe as being there. Am I the exception?
Well, no, I think you have the ability to make a public figure page, which is purely for business, right? So a lot of people can separate. They can make a separate Facebook page because you might have really personal stuff that you don't want to share with people. That's okay. For me, I don't have the time to look at people's personal pictures, so I typically see their most common posts, and I'm not digging deep. So I guess I don't mind if people see, where I came from and who I am, but I could see how that would be a barrier for people. And if it is, I think they should just open up a public figure page, which could be just business, or open up a separate Facebook for business. A lot of our team members at CloudTask who don't use social are opening up Facebook pages just for business. So I think it's a choice you should make. If your Facebook is personal, keep it that way. That doesn't mean you can't open up a second page that's for business.
And that's a really strong point. I know I have a son. He's a broadcast journalist. He's on television. He's on billboards. And he had to create a second Facebook page for his professional life and his professional audience versus his family life, if you will, right? And I think you're onto something there, and that's something perhaps I need to do. I'd be curious to know if you're doing it, but what's really important, what you're saying is, it comes back to engagement. That's how this all began. And we always talk about multi-channel being things like phone or text or email or social, but you're making a great point to saying social itself is also multi-channel. It could be LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever.
I have literally messaged probably 2 people through Facebook stories to tell them to meet up at this event. Instagram stories. Yeah, and it's not the channel, it's the message. Does it get to the person's eyes and does it resonate to them, right? And everything is just a different channel to get that message across. But I saw Scott Barker, for instance, who's a friend of mine. Is a partner runs partnerships for Outreach.io. I saw that he was on a Instagram story snowed in Chicago, and I quickly messaged him, "Hey man, see you next week. Looking forward to meeting," right? And this is little engagements that turn into meetings, that turn into long-term relationships.
And we do the same thing on Instagram as well, so I love that. All right, closing the circle here, CloudTask at cloudtask.com. If people want to connect with you, what's the best way? Is it Facebook Messenger or what?
It would be LinkedIn Message. They're equal. They're all equal to me. I see them all. But yeah, LinkedIn I think would be the best way to message me, or Facebook Messenger, or Instagram. I'm omnichannel.
Just reach out no matter what
You're not going to get an omnichannel guy to stick to one channel. I just can't process that. I see them all as a collective. Yeah.
I like the way he thinks. All right, cloudtask.com. Amir Reiter. Follow him on LinkedIn. He's got. Oh, go for it.
One more secret is you can also get a business WhatsApp number. So now business WhatsApp is available on the Android app. And you could take your Google Voice phone number, register it. So you can also have a WhatsApp phone number strictly for business. And it's a big opportunity for people, especially people who are operating globally, where WhatsApp is more heavily used.
And that's huge. I know WhatsApp. We had this conversation with the AEI Speed chapters, and they were saying in Europe and whatnot, they use WhatsApp a lot to coordinate all their meetings.
Follow up, yes, yeah.
All right, there you have it. Cloudtest.com. Amir Reiter, follow him on LinkedIn. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal company. He's on the edge of technology. He's a technology geek. We bonded on our technology.
Yeah. I love new solutions.
New solutions. Check it out. My name is Daryl Prale. As always, I'm with VanillaSoft. Check us out online. We'll talk to you soon. All right.